When you first hit balls of international cricket, you said Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli and Rishabh Pant. Does it sort of like make up for the bad times at all?
It wasn't me that was contemplating retirement. It's something that would have been forced upon me. And it was just some conversations that I'd had with the guys at Lancs, with the nature of the injury that I'd had, the age I was at, and then the length of time out. It was a long, slow process. Unfortunately, at my age, it takes a little bit longer to heal things like that. But yeah, it makes it all worthwhile. Just getting back out in the park and playing for Lancs was what my aim was, and to do that was great, and then to do well was even better. But then this wasn't even on anywhere near my radar. So to get the nod first of all, and then to actually go out and perform as well, even better.
Do you have a highlight of the three? I mean, not often Rohit's hurrying on the pole with it. So.
Yeah, it wasn't in the plan, but I saw him moving around, so give it a go. Obviously, your first is always the nicest, but it's just about getting out there and performing and being on the big stage. I enjoyed every minute.
George, go ahead.
Well played. You've obviously taken the scenic route for instance here. Did you honestly think this would ever happen?
2015, when I first played for Northants, no. I was just trying to get a professional gig. 2016, still no. I think a couple of years ago I played a bit of Lions cricket and I did all right. And I thought, well, maybe if there's a couple of injuries. But then when I had my injury at the timing that I had it, after being in the bubble, it wasn't on my radar. It was just about trying to get back and playing for Lancs and playing cricket again. So I'm thankful that I've had the opportunity.
But all those years, I looked at you working in a factory, working in a fish shop, selling fish.
That was when I was about 13 to 18, so that was just a bit of extra pocket money, that was. But yeah, I went away to Australia. I did a bit of landscape gardening over there whilst I was playing over there after I finished university, and then the boiler company. That was just a factory job for 6 months just to tide me over, and then I got a job with Lancashire Cricket Board, coaching on the Chance to Shine programme, going in schools and doing a lot of that. I think I was there for about 5 years, and then they were really good. They gave me the flexibility to go off and be able to play minor counties, which then James Middlebrook picked me up for. He was playing for Bedfordshire, I was playing for Cumberland, and he picked me up and said, I think you've got something, I'll put you in touch with Northants, and then it went from there.
Was this the dream during those years?
No, it wasn't on my radar. It was just to try and play the highest standard that I could. So each time I reached that next level, I then wanted to reach the level higher than that. And I've got to here so far, so keep going.
Mel, and we'll do the gentleman next to you. Go ahead, Mel.
You mentioned radar a couple of times. What's on your radar now?
Well, I'll be out of contract in 10 days after the blast, so a new contract with Lancs, and just playing cricket and enjoying it and playing for as long as I can, and who knows, if I keep performing, anything can happen.
Go ahead, sir.
First of all, congratulations for you, and what I would like to ask in this match, you think the target of 171 was enough for England to chase, or do you think, what do you think, the bowlers conceded too much or the batters couldn't do?
I think maybe they were a little bit over par, and then obviously they started well with the ball, so that's always going to put us on the back foot, and they've bowled well. That can be the way T20 cricket goes at times. You play the game hard, so sometimes you come off, sometimes you don't. It's just you've got to take the rough with the smooth if you're going to play that way, and I don't think we'll be taking a backward step in the next game.
We'll do Matt, Rich, and one more here. Go ahead.
Well, just on the speed gun today, I think you were touching about 89. Is that about as fast as you bowled in your career?
I think I made my debut in 2016 on TV and I hit 92, so yeah, maybe.
But do you feel as though you've maintained speeds pretty well given the injuries over the past couple of years?
Yeah, I think this year I'm probably bowling a little bit quicker than I did do when I came back last time, so it's just about timing and hitting the crease hard for me, but yeah, I'll be happy with where my speeds are.
So I might not have been listening properly, but have you actually started talks about a new T20 contract with Lancashire?
Yeah, we've had some chats, so hopefully that will.
Are you quite hopeful of that?
Yeah, I think so.
And today, how pleased were you with being able to execute what you have been doing for Lancashire in the Blast on that bigger stage and actually polish that quality of batsman?
Yeah, I think coming into it, I've been informed, so that always helps. And you've just got to stick with what you do. There's no point in me coming here and trying something completely different. That's what I've been picked for, that's what I've been told to go out and do, so to execute is always great.
Is the mental side of going out and executing in a sort of 4-over spell or two spells of 2, is that something that you think your background has ever helped with in terms of just sort of wanting to take the chance at every opportunity?
I think when I first started out, I think it did help me because I didn't have any pressure really that this was the be all and end all. I had a job, I had a career. That was all lined up and set out. It was just an opportunity and see what happened when I first started in Northants. And now again, I'm probably in that situation again. I was out of contract last winter. I didn't know if I was going to be able to play again. I had a scan in December that said that the injury that I'd had last year was about 70%, and then it had fully united. So that was a really big positive. Spoke with the medical team at Lancs and the hierarchy, and they said, yeah, we want to back you, we know how good you can be, we want to give you every opportunity to be able to come back and try. So they gave me a T20 contract to start with a view to then potentially some 50 over, and then maybe if things went exceptionally well, maybe some red ball cricket. But during that phase where I didn't really know what was happening, that's when I got my teaching job. So I was doing 2 days as a pro cricketer, doing all the training and the gym work, and then 3 days teaching on a BTEC cricket course.
The opportunities, of course, of continuing. There's a World Cup opportunity potentially at the start of this year, at the end of this year. How exciting would that be to sort of be able to push your claims for that?
Yeah, that's you want to play in the big occasions, don't you? So yeah, why not? I'll just look towards the next game and go from there, I think.
Can you talk about Virat Kohli discussion? Do you think that the kind of phase he's going through, a lot of bowlers, thinking that this is the best time to get him, was that kind of thinking?
I was just trying to concentrate on what I was doing really, rather than what he's doing and what phase he's in. He's obviously a world-class player, he's got great stats. We have our plans, just try and execute, that's all I'm focusing on really when I'm bowling at big players.
As a bowler, when you bowl to someone like Rohit Sharma at one end and then Rishabh Pant, different kind of batsmen, both destructive in different ways. What is your thought as a bowler when you bowl to these kind of contrasting styles?
You obviously have your plan A in your head, what you want to do, where you want to bowl the ball at them, but then watching them and seeing what they do as well. Obviously Rishabh, he likes to pick up. Rohit Sharma, he was moving around, so you've got to watch these guys and try and adapt to what they're doing while still trying to bowl your best ball and get the ball in the right areas. So it's a little bit of watchfulness and a little bit of concentrating on what you're trying to do.
Tim, last one then, please.
Well, Richard, you bowled kind of in the middle overs, whereas for Max, you've been bowling more in power play. How's that different role, and are you happy with that?
I'll do whatever role I can get. But yeah, it was different. I was biting at the bit a little bit to try and get hold of the ball. Obviously on debut you want to settle the nerves, but whatever role they need me to do, hopefully I can fulfil it.
And you see, was that kind of being used as enforcer a bit with hard lengths, that sort of thing?
I think that's just my natural go-to is hard lengths and then some Yorkers and then try and slip in a bumper every now and then change things up if I get hit off that as and when I need to. But yeah, I think hard lengths, especially on that wicket today, was the way to go.